Talking about the weather now, I wouldn't call it very, very good.
I know.
But it is summer, and I get it. Almost officially summer.
I've been following Mia and Lynn and all of their posts, how much they've worked on this, and so much has been outside as well. And I'm like, oh, I know it's been so hot out there, and it's been so dry. In fact, our latest drought monitor was released earlier today, and notice how the drought conditions have actually expanded, and they've actually continued to get a little bit worse. So extreme conditions now for much of the area, basically south of I-10, then areas north of. Notice how we're in the moderate to even borderline portions of severe conditions. But once you head west of Austin and San Antonio, that's when it's really serious. And several burn bans have been issued all across the area. The latest was Galveston County. So as far as our rainfall goes and how we're doing, of course, we're below average, especially for the month of June. But even year to date, we did start off the year fairly well. So that's kind of the only thing that's been pretty good so far. So for the year, we've had almost 20 inches of rain. We should have had a little bit over 22. So we do need rain. It doesn't look like we're going to see any even through the upcoming weekend. A very slight chance as we get in tomorrow into Saturday. The reason why we're not going to see much on our satellite and radar picture is we've got a big ridge of high pressure, and all the rain rides right along that big ridge. So you can watch this clockwise flow around high pressure as this starts to build back west. That's actually going to continue to increase our temperatures. So it's still going to be hot. It's still going to be humid. And then any of those rain chances that try to materialize, basically they'll start to kind of die out, fizzle out once they head west, just because they hang right around that ridge. So speaking of Sunday, for Juneteenth, for Father's Day, I'm forecasting a high of 100 degrees. So triple digits in the forecast for Sunday. Anything that you have planned, make sure you're trying to keep yourself cool, make sure you're staying hydrated out there. It also looks, some of our long range models are forecasting above average temperatures even through next week. So continue to plan on how you and your family are going to stay cool even over about the next 10 days. Also below average rainfall conditions expected over about the next 6 to 10 days as well. So not much rain in the forecast. We have had those two big pushes of Saharan dust, and that's actually what's limited storm formation. So because of that across the Atlantic, we're not expecting any new development over the next 5 days. What could have materialized into Bonnie, now the National Hurricane Center is only giving about a 10% chance. So most of this moisture will still cross the Yucatan, move towards the Bay of Campeche, but stay well south of us. We're not going to tap into any of that moisture. Over the next 7 days, it is all about the heat, the humidity. Those hazy skies will continue through about Saturday. I think Sunday you're going to notice some minor improvements, but that's when those triple digits come into play. And just a little hint, by the end of next week, some of our patterns are showing that temperatures could be up to about 103 plus. It gets really, really hot by the end of the next week. So guys, we are in the dog days of summer right now, even though our summer solstice is actually on Tuesday. I'll send it back to you.
Thanks, Chita.